a man discovered something terrible while hunting. Not far away, suddenly, a distorted figure appeared. He knew what he had encountered with just one glance. Therefore, the father and son quickly hid in the small house behind them. Then the man asked little Jack to keep quiet. But a few seconds later, heavy footsteps echoed outside the house. The man quickly aimed the gun at the direction of the sound. He's been hunting for 20 years, the first time encountering a legendary monster. My hands trembled even more due to nervousness. This moment, the air is filled with a suffocating sense of tension. It's like a monster will break in the next second. Men realize next is the moment of life and death for their father and son. He didn't expect it, just as he tensed his nerves and prepared to fight desperately. I don't know why the monster turned around and left. After a long time, the man slowly stood up. The scratches on the wooden board are clearly visible, but there are no monsters around anymore. However, he still raised his sniper rifle to observe with unease. It can be next second, he still saw the monster flash by, although it didn't hit the opponent, but the roar slowly faded away. Until this point, the man just breathed a long sigh of relief. Of course, when facing my son's inquiry, he still tried his best to stay calm. Everything looks too strange. So, little Jack doesn't believe it's a bear at all. So he secretly went to the basement. Then he eavesdropped on it. Conversations between father and others. So today, I encountered the legendary werewolf. And at this moment, little Jack didn't know. One day, werewolves have become his nightmare. 30 years have passed quickly. He has grown up and moved to a big city, and his child has also grown up to the age he was before. I have forgotten all the legends about werewolves, but what he doesn't know is, an email pulled me back to that farm. It turns out that Jack's father has passed away. The keys to my hometown have also been sent over, thinking that I haven't been back for many years. So he went back with his wife, Jenny, and daughter. Perhaps the hustle and bustle of the city has been suppressed for too long. They were all very excited along the way, but soon Jack realized the road up the mountain was actually blocked, just when he didn't know what to do. Coincidentally, a hunter passed by here. The other party is my childhood friend, so I got in the car and showed Jack the way. Soon they arrived near the old house. I never expected it. At this moment, an accident happened. Fortunately, the vehicle was stopped by a tree trunk. At this moment, the hunter attempted to open the car door, but then it started from a few meters high. It fell to the ground. The whole family was scared and flustered. At Jack's request, my daughter and Jenny took the risk and climbed onto the roof of the car. However, at this moment, suddenly, low and muffled roars came through. Next, Blake saw a monster in the rearview mirror, watching the other person getting closer and closer. He quickly unfastened his seatbelt. Then he exerted all his strength and closed the car door. And the injured hunter is still struggling on the ground. Next second, unexpectedly, one arm suddenly broke the car glass. At the same time, Jack was also scratched by the glass. Then a scream immediately caught his attention. The hunter on the ground was suddenly pulled away by the monster. Then the low roar grew farther and farther away. It seems that the other party has already gone far away. Jack quickly rescued Jenny and her daughter, because it's right here near the old house, so they easily found it. Hope it's right ahead. But at this moment, the low roar of the monster came again. A family can only run desperately, but it's obvious. The monster is right behind. Fortunately, at a critical moment, Jack promptly opened the door, just as the monster was about to pounce. They rushed in smoothly. I also successfully stopped the monster outside the house, and the next sound of knocking on the door, still making the whole family tremble with fear. Fortunately, due to Jack's desperate efforts to block the door, the monster didn't come in. Soon after, the monster gave up.